Welcome back to The Source. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that you are back joining me here. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. We're going to skip the news segment, and we're going to go straight into our big first guest this episode, which is writer Dirk Manning, who is celebrating 20th anniversary of bringing horror to comics. And we did a kind of a cool deep dive interview, so I want to have lots of time, I want to give you lots of time to listen to it. So we're going to skip the news, and instead, in this opening monologue, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's happening this week and next week, and I've got a couple announcements for you. The first time they're being announced today, right here on The Source. Okay, let's get into it. This weekend is Fan Expo in Cleveland. If anyone watching this has even been thinking about going, you have to go. Because we're doing some amazing, really cool things. We have some special guests signing at the booth. I'm very excited about it. If you are going, please drop it in the comments. Let me know that you're going to be at Fan Expo in Cleveland this weekend, because I really want you to come say hi. And I want to say thank you, of course, for watching The Source. So I will be at the booth all 3 days, at the Source Point Press booth at Fan Expo. I will also be taking part in 2 panels. Our other guests that will be signing autographs at the booth include Cullen Bunn and Heath Amodio and Arnon Shore. So Arnon will only be there Sunday, and Cullen and Heath will be there both Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all 3 days. There will be a panel, a Hustle and Heart horror panel on Saturday. That will be myself talking with Heath Amodio and Cullen Bunn about what Hustle and Heart is doing, how they're bringing comics to film, about horror as a genre, etc., and about the incredible film teams that are behind their titles, Nightwalker and Copycat. Nightwalkers is number 1 is going to have a special exclusive variant cover. That's right. So if you're not familiar with Nightwalkers, hurry up. Issues 1 and 2 are in stores right now. Nightwalkers number 1 is going to have a special variant cover that's exclusive to Fan Expo Cleveland. There's a trade dress version of the cover, and there's only 75 copies of it. I'm going to drop a little image of it right here. And there is a virgin version of this cover. There's only 25 of those made. 25. Very extremely rare. You can get these at the Source Point Press booth at Fan Expo Cleveland, and you can get them signed by Cullen Bunn himself. Also, I did this cover art, and I will be there, so if you would like, I'm happy to sign it too. Then we have the debut Ashcan preview of the upcoming comic series Copycat. Now, this was the brainchild idea of executive film producer Todd Garner. You may know him for loads and loads of phenomenal films, numerous comedies that I personally just love, and also for the recent Mortal Kombat movie. So Todd took his idea to Cullen Bunn and Heath Amodio. Cullen established the story based on his concept, and then Heath scripted it. And you can get an exclusive Ashcan, the first chance to look at Copycat, at Fan Expo Cleveland this weekend. You can get it autographed by Cullen, you can get it autographed by Heath, and I did the cover art for this one as well, and I'd be happy to sign it for you too if you come to visit me and say hi. Lastly, we have Ben-Hur Tara and the Thieves of the Golden Table issue 1. So that is hitting stores now, right now, today in fact, and this very rare variant cover will be available at the Fan Expo Cleveland booth. There are only 50 copies of this. 50. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone. First come, first serve. Arnon will be there on Sunday. He will be autographing those copies. Also, for everyone who has a Sunday badge, you're going to see that Ben-Hur Tara is on the badge, and Arnon will be happy to sign your badges for you. There's also Nightwalkers badges for the show, depending on what day you're there or what package you get. and I'm sure Colin would be happy to sign those for you as well. So make sure you grab Ben Mortar, The Thieves of the Golden Table, and make sure you come to our panel called Mogged Comics Making History, where I will be talking with Arnon about what Mogged Comics is all about, and we'll be diving into Ben Mortara and a little bit about the story. Also, I'd be happy to sign Ben Mortara for you as well, as I collabed with Lex Lyon on this cover. So yeah, all 3 exclusives for this show I did artwork for, so I'm going to be signing away. Plus, I'm going to be bringing out some Winchester Mystery House stuff. If anybody's been curious about getting the game, I'll have it with me. It's going to be a ton of fun. Now, for those who want a signing schedule and to know the exact details of the panels, go to sourcepointpress.com, scroll down to the bottom in the blog. There's a big article about it. It spells out everything. Also, if you're not signed up for the SourcePoint Press mailing list, do that while you're on the site, because those people, they already got all this information. They got all the schedule, they're planning out their weekend, and they're on top of this. So if you want to join that mailing list, it's a good way to just stay up to date with some of these things. Now, next week is MegaCon in Orlando. I will be down there signing autographs as well. And this is the first time we've announced this. Big surprise. Tommy Henriksen will be joining me. You can remember Tommy Henriksen from a previous episode where we talked to him and Riley Andrew Donahue about the Crossbone Scully album, the animated film, and the comic book. Well, Tommy is coming out. He will be signing. He will be at the booth all 4 days of MegaCon Orlando. It's going to be amazing. Also, on Saturday, we're doing a Crossbone Scully, another event. It's going to be on the creator stage where you'll be able to watch the short film. You'll be able to listen to Tommy and myself talk about all this stuff. And word is there's going to be an additional special guest making appearances at the booth and making an appearance at the creator stage event. And that is Crossbone Scully himself. That's right. The alien has landed. He's here and he's coming to MegaCon and he's going to sign stuff for you. So come get pictures with Crossbone Scully. It's going to be amazing. Also, I'm doing something really cool for the little ones. If you've got kids and you're going to MegaCon Orlando, come by the booth. We are doing a Molang graphic novel. For those who don't know, there is a there's a cartoon series on Netflix as well as other places. It's been on Disney Junior, all sorts of cool places. It's an incredible animated series, super wholesome. It's all about friendship and kindness and patience. And it's just amazing. It's also a non-verbal animated series. We are continuing that exact style, doing non-verbal graphic novels for kids who kind of like aged out of the animated series and now can get this comic. Or if they haven't aged out of the animated series, they should still get this comic. So it's non-verbal. It's very fun. It's just continuing the adventures of Molang and Pew Pew. I've been so lucky to be working on this with the amazing Tom Zoller. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have Ashcan's preview comic of Molang that's going to be available at the booth. And on Sunday at MegaCon, we are doing a really special event where kids can learn how to draw Molang and Pew Pew, and I will be there teaching them like a classroom setting. It'll be like a panel room, except I'll be down there I'm going to supply all the art supplies and the paper. They just got to come, hang out, draw pictures, have fun, and we're going to be giving away some prizes. Every kid who draws gets entered into a raffle for the prizes. So it's not like a contest or anything like that. Just show up, have fun, and you might win something. Also, word is Molang themselves is going to be making an appearance and during this event and taking pictures with the kids. And Molang will also be doing some photo ops at the booth for anybody who wants to come get a free picture with Molang and Pew Pew and take home a copy of the Ashcan so your kids can read up and get excited for the big graphic novel release taking place later this year. So yeah, this is a really busy time right now. We're kicking off con season and I'm so lucky to be a part of it and be a part of so many amazing projects. Tommy won't just be signing nothing at the booth. He will be signing a Crossbone Scully Fan Expo exclusive Ashcan. That's right. You have to wait if you're backing the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is for the full-length comic. and it's also a deluxe edition with bonus material. This isn't it. If you want the full-length comic, you got to go back to Kickstarter at crossboneskullcomic.com. But this is a super rare ashcan preview of the comic that's exclusive to to MegaCon Orlando. And I also did the cover art for this one, and I did the cover art for the Molang one. So come by and I'll sign everything for you. I'll sign all the things, all the things. So I'm so happy to be back out on the road, being with you guys and seeing you excited and smiling and ready for all these cool things. It's like what I live for. It's the best feeling in the world. So I'll be there ready with some fresh Sharpies, and we're going to have a great time. Come by the booth at both Cleveland Fan Expo and MegaCon Orlando, and visit all our special guests. Get some really cool stuff to take home with you, and create some great memories with us. It's going to be a blast. All right, now on to the rest of our episode. We have our first guest, writer Dirk Manning, and then after that, I'm going to take you on another travel segment where you will travel with myself and Garrett Gunn to Pittsburgh to go to Comics Pro, where we will get to talk with Andy Schmidt, a dear friend of mine and a legend in the industry. Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming back to the show. Please, please, please keep liking and sharing. We want to build this up so that more and more people get to see all the cool stuff that we want to talk about and all the cool guests that we have. Thank you all so much.